I thought my best friend's sister only saw me as an outsider, a human guest tolerated in her family's alien home. She was distant, sharp-tongued, always keeping her true feelings hidden behind unreadable eyes. But one quiet night, when the house had gone still, she leaned close and pressed the softest kiss against my forehead. Her touch lingered, and then she whispered words I'll never forget, words that shattered me, because they carried a truth I wasn't ready to face. Living on Erythra's colony always came with strange moments, but none compared to being a guest in my best friend Darren's family home. His clan's stone-carved dwelling overlooked the glowing tides, its walls alive with murals of alien heritage. For me, it was both a place of welcome and of constant unease, because of Soraya, his younger sister. Soraya was beauty and fire bound in one. Her violet-silver skin seemed to shimmer with the light of the twin moons, and her long dark hair framed eyes that studied me like I was a riddle she couldn't solve. She teased me with sharp words, mocked my clumsy human habits, or sometimes dismissed me entirely with a wave of her hand. Every encounter with her left me flustered and unsure whether she despised me or enjoyed watching me squirm. One evening, after a long gathering filled with laughter, stories, and too much of the colony's strong drink, the household began to wind down. Darren busied himself helping his father with duties outside. I stayed behind in the lounge, my cup of tea cooling in my hands, trying not to look across at Soraya stretched across the cushions like a queen in her domain. Silence pressed on us until my nerves felt ready to snap. And then, suddenly, she rose and walked toward me with slow, deliberate steps. Before I could think, she lowered herself, not onto the empty space beside me, but directly into my lap. My breath caught. Heat shot through me, my heart pounding so loudly I was sure she could hear it. Her weight was soft but undeniable, her presence overwhelming. "Soraya, what are you doing?" I whispered, panic and confusion tangled in my voice. Her lips curved into a faint, unreadable smile. "You'll know soon enough," she said quietly, her gaze never leaving mine. I sat frozen, every nerve in my body awake. My hands hovered awkwardly at my sides, terrified of touching her but equally terrified of pushing her away. She leaned in closer, her voice low, as though confiding a secret meant only for me. "You think this is nothing. Just sitting," she murmured. "But for my people, to sit on someone's lap is no small act. It is a ritual, a way of revealing trust, of bearing the heart where words might fail." Her words hit me like a storm. My mind spun with conflicting thoughts. This was Soraya, my best friend's sister. Darren had trusted me like a brother, and here she was, breaking every boundary I thought existed between us. But why me? I managed, my voice hoarse. Her teasing expression softened, her sharpness melting into something raw. "Because you are not like the others," she whispered. "You see me, not the clan's daughter, not a symbol of bloodline. Just me. No one else has ever done that." Her hand brushed my cheek, feather-light, yet the touch seared through me. I closed my eyes for a moment, fighting the battle inside. One part of me screamed this was betrayal, the worst kind. Another part, the part that had always noticed her glances, always felt that strange pull when she was near, ached to hold her. My heart raced, caught between loyalty and desire. I opened my mouth to speak, to put distance between us, but the words died as her forehead pressed gently against mine. "Do you know why I sit here?" she asked, her breath warm against my skin. I shook my head, trembling. "Because I cannot carry it any longer," she confessed. Her voice, usually strong and sharp, broke with vulnerability. "From the moment I first saw you, something changed. You listened when others dismissed. You respected when others mocked. You laugh with honesty, and you look with eyes that do not judge. That is why." And then, before I could react, she leaned forward and pressed the softest kiss against my forehead. The warmth of her lips lingered, sending a shock through me that reached places deeper than desire. It wasn't a playful gesture, it was reverence, tenderness, and longing all at once. Her words followed like a knife and a gift in the same breath. "I love you, not as my brother's friend, not as a human curiosity. I love you as the one my heart has chosen. And it breaks me, because I do not know if you can ever choose me back." The world blurred. My chest ached with the weight of her confession. Part of me wanted to pull her into my arms, to tell her I felt the same. But another part screamed Darren's name in my head, my oldest friend, the one who had always trusted me. I was split in two, torn between the bond of friendship and the pull of something I could no longer deny. With a shuddering breath, I placed my hands on her shoulders and gently pushed her back. Her eyes searched mine desperately, shimmering with unspoken hope. "Soraya, I can't. I whispered, my voice breaking. Not because I don't feel what you feel, I do. But Darren is like my brother. I can't betray him, not this way. For a long moment, she stared at me, her lips trembling. Then she smiled faintly, though her eyes glistened with unshed tears. She placed her hand against my chest, right over my heart. This is why you are different, she said softly. This is why humans are strong, even when fragile. You choose honor over desire. And though it breaks me, it makes me admire you more. She rose from my lap, leaving me with an emptiness I could not describe. That night, as I lay awake, her kiss still burned on my forehead, a reminder of love sacrificed for loyalty. Version 2, hopeful ending. Before I could answer, footsteps echoed from the hall. Darren appeared in the doorway, his gaze flicking between us. For a moment, I braced for fury, for betrayal. But instead, he sighed, a tired smile tugging at his lips. I knew it, he said softly. I saw it in her eyes long ago. And in yours, though you tried to hide it. My throat tightened. Darren, I never. He raised a hand to stop me. She deserves someone who sees her for who she is. And if that someone is you, then I won't stand in the way. She's my sister, and you're my brother. Maybe this is how it was meant to be. Soraya's fingers tightened around mine, her eyes shining with relief and hope. My chest ached with gratitude, for her confession, and for the quiet strength of my best friend. And in that moment, I understood what made humanity different. Not our strength in battle, not our endurance, but our ability to choose love and loyalty, even when both seemed impossible.